I got a ride coming up.
Go ahead.
We got a couple bumps there. Nice. New pavement now for about 10 blocks.
Thank you.
Don't worry, lady. We're gonna get to there on time, all right? Man, I'm gonna have to change lanes.
Watch out!
Ready? My God, what's the matter?
He scared me. I dozed off.
Lynn, we've got the St. Pierre people in 15 minutes. Come on. We gotta go. Maybe you want to freshen up a little bit.
Did you give him the message?
You okay? You up all night again?
At 3 o'clock, I realized what it was I didn't like.
No, you didn't do them all over.
I had to. Denise is letting me fly solo on this one. I can't let her down.
Anyone ever tell you that you were compulsive?
Oh, and then this morning, my taxi nearly runs this guy over, scared the hell out of me.
Yeah?
When you came in, I was having a nightmare.
What, 2 pleats instead of 3?
No, falling.
Oh, she's human.
I gotta start getting more sleep.
No, sweetheart, you know what you need?
Don't start with me on the guy stuff, please. Not today.
Listen, falling dreams are a sign of anxiety. Everybody knows that. And believe me, the best way to get rid of anxiety is just a good, old-fashioned... What's the matter?
I have to go to the restroom.
You just went.
Oh, I have to go again. I'll meet you in the lobby. Is there anything I should do?
No, just stare at the wheel and listen to the metronome. And remember now, hypnosis is just focused concentration. Focused concentration that helps us cut through the clutter in our minds. I'm going to count backwards now, from 10 to 1, as you enter a dark tunnel. A very nice tunnel. A tunnel where you feel good and calm and relaxed. You are without cares and without fears. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You see a door now. And behind the door, there is a light. 4. In the light is the time when you were happy and carefree. You're going towards it, and the light is getting brighter and brighter. 3. The light is so bright now, you can hardly look at it. You're almost there, and you're going to open the door and step through. 2. Take the handle, and 1. You open it.
It's my cousins, Hillary and Beverly. We're in Grandma Ross's backyard. Oh, it's my favorite place in the whole world.
Good. Now, you're going to walk through the yard to another door. You're very relaxed, and you see the door with the light behind it now. In the light is the time that is causing you your bad dreams. You're not afraid of it. And go towards it. You're almost there. You take your hand and you open the door.
A man and a woman are in a room.
Is this woman Yulin?
Yes. I'm telling him something. Something good. We're both very happy.
What year is it? Do you know?
$1963.
And where are you?
An apartment. San Francisco, I think.
What's your name?
I'm not sure.
Do you know his name?
No. I still can't see his face.
That's all right. Now, I want you to jump forward from this time to what makes you afraid of elevators. And remember now, just watching, not participating. Nothing can harm you now.
We're arguing about something. I'm crying. I have to go away. I'm running. I'm gonna get away. I have to get away. Keep running. He's coming. He's coming.
Now what?
He pushed me. I'm falling. Help me.
It's all right, Lynn. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I say 3, you will wake up, feel fine, and remember everything. 1, fully relaxed, slowly awakening. 2, almost awake. 3, fully awake now and feeling fine. Open your eyes.
I've been crying.
Yes. Would you, like a tissue?
Yeah, please.
Can you remember everything?
She was murdered. The girl. Those were the people from my dreams.
What would you, say if I told you those weren't dreams, Lynn?
What were they then?
I believe they were memories.
Memories?
Yeah.
Of what?
You had a past life regression. You went into the memory of a former existence, just like you went into the memory of your childhood.
A former existence?
Do you believe that people have past lives, Lynn?
I really have to get going.
Well, we still have some time. I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
I need to go now.
Then I have a suggestion for you, Lynn. Here's a tape to take home for self-hypnosis. You can do your own regressions. Lynn, if you don't believe, I can show you hundreds of case histories.
Thank you for your help.
Grandma Ross's backyard. That was real, wasn't it?
With these lines, what we're after is an air not of modesty, but of mystery. 90s sophistication with a hint of old-fashioned innocence and girlish playfulness. Now, as you can see, we suggest for the males a complementary look, a melding of loose and tailored, of freedom and control. These are some of the prototypes for the line, and we suggest some variations, all modified with a minimum of retailoring. Are there any questions?
How could you possibly think they would go for this? 1963, retro crap. Boring. You're my top designer. For God's sake, I trusted you with this account. You know how much this is worth to us?
Is there any salvaging it?
I've convinced them to give us another shot at it.
Well, I'll get on it.
But I'm giving it to Kelsey.
Lynn, I really want us to work on this.
You're taking a vacation, Lynn.
Denise, I don't need it.
You haven't had one in over 2 years, and to me, that spells burnout. You look like hell, and you've been walking around here like a zombie. And now this. You've got 6 weeks coming to you. If you need more time to pull yourself together, let me know. I'm sorry.
This Lifetime Movie Network feature is sponsored by...
Hi, this is Lynn. Please leave a message at the beep. Hi, Lynn. It's Kelsey again. Listen, I called you a couple days ago. I just want to make sure that you're okay. Are you there?
If I was looking for a certain building and I didn't know where it was, how would I find it?
Well, you'd either go to city planning or ask a decent cabby.
I have a drawing.
I'll pull over. Well, there's a lot of buildings look like this, lady.
Well, this is the view from one of the windows.
Oh, well, I can certainly get you in the right area. You want to take a look?
Yes, I do, please.
Depending on which way the building is facing, you'd either have...
Take a right, please. Go left at the next corner. It's up ahead on the left.
I thought you'd never been here before.
I haven't.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Just let me know when you want to go.
I won't be long.
You're done. Get going. Yeah, watch your head, guys. Right shoulder up, yeah.
Sake, miss, what are you doing? It's wide open.
I was just looking. I'm leaving.
Don't you ever say that!
It's true, it's true!
Next.
Hi. I have an address, and I need to know if someone from there died in 1963.
Name, date of death, then sign right there.
Well, I'm not sure. I think I just have a first name.
1963 females A to Z. If you're lucky, it wasn't a bumper crop.
delivery. Thank you.
Sort of mistake. This is she was single.
Room 204, marriage records.
Well, that's not the only thing. This lists the cause of death as suicide. I think she was murdered.
Look, for anything like that, go to the police.
This is 1963. Anything we'd have on that would be in the archives.
If anyone calls, I'll be back in an hour.
Check. So you got a car?
No.
You take the cable car all the way to the top. You take 118 west all the way over to here. Then you transfer to 92 north. This is the building. You can't miss it. And these are the hours.
And they'll let me see the file?
Sure. It's Freedom of Information Act. Anything that isn't unsold.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, miss. Hi, I couldn't help overhearing, but it'll take you a couple hours to get to the archives by cable car and bus, and that's if you find it. If you like, I can request what you want. They'll get it here pronto.
No, thank you. I'll just take a cab.
Come on. Let me save you the fare. I'm Inspector Alberts.
Lynn Matthews.
Jeff. I work here. It's down.
Okay.
Yeah, Emerson. Mary Ann. March 7th, 1963. Yeah, give me everything I got, sir. Yeah. 2 o'clock will be fine. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you. You just saved me a lot of trouble.
And the processing fee?
I'll just wait outside.
If you want. Or you can have lunch with me.
You like Italian?
Yep.
Hi, what's your name?
An LMN original.
Why homicide? Did you pick it?
Kind of picked me, actually. I guess I have a knack for it. Right after I got started on the force, I got involved in a couple of big cases, and here I am. So, fashion design, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's none of my business, but what's with Mary Ann Emerson anyway?
My mother went to high school with Mary Ann, and they're having a class reunion. And my mother's working on a class history. You know, who's where, what became of them, that sort of thing. And I figured since I was going to be here anyway, I would check up on Mary Ann Ford.
So it wasn't for old Mary Ann, we wouldn't have met, huh? Okay, well, we better get back. Let's see what we got here.
No. It's the least I can do.
I guess so. Here we go.
Right this way.
Okay. Is that her?
Yeah.
Here's the way she was found. I don't think you're going to want to see this. All right, Emerson, Mary Ann, age 20, single white female, cause of death, suicide. Investigating Officer Daniel Corso.
Do you know him? Is he still around?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dan, you got a couple minutes?
Hold it, just hold it. Hit ALT F1. Select choice B. There is no choice B. Damn it! All right, Alberts, what is it? You got a killer for me?
Now, this is Lynn Matthews. She's visiting from New York.
Sorry. They just saddled me with this thing.
I think it means to hit Alt and F1 at the same time.
Would you look at that? Now, what can I do for you?
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Oh, yeah. A long time ago. Nice girl, I think. One of those things you just can't figure. Now, if I remember right, there wasn't any kind of note or anything. No. Guess you just never know about people.
She was murdered.
Excuse me?
Well, my mother said she thought she was murdered.
Yeah, well, that's where you start with something like this, but...
This is basically a homicide report.
But then...
Well, it looks like we couldn't find anything. No. And what we did find all pointed to suicide.
Well, could you miss something?
Yeah, you can always miss something, but like what?
Well, your report said she was single.
Yeah.
Your mother said she was married?
Yeah.
Well, it would have been pretty hard to miss something like that.
You're right. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Dan.
Excuse me. I came in earlier about a marriage record for Marianne Emerson. You said to come back now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I checked. We have no record of a 1963 marriage for anyone by that name.
And that's for the whole state of California?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure that's when she was married. Oh, thank you.
Or maybe she was in a hurry.
What?
A lot of people run off to Nevada. You don't have to wait the 3 days there.
Thank you.
Investigation's gone on too long. Let's get it cleaned up. Now look, I know this is a difficult time.
Lieutenant Corso, I have some information that you might find very interesting.
What kind of information?
It's about Marianne Emerson. I found out that she...
Lady, I'm a little busy here.
I'm sorry. I should have thought.
Look, just write it down, leave it at the front desk. I'll look at it the first chance I get, okay?
Okay.
Hey!
Hey.
Mark Gage.
Mark Robert Gage, son of Carter and Evelyn Gage. Thank you very much. Born June 19th.
I know who he is.
You do? How?
He's a big real estate developer, very prominent family. Carter Gage just died recently.
Mark's still alive.
Yeah. I find this a bit hard to believe. If this woman was married to Mark Gage...
Now, they're sending me a copy of the record. He and Marianne were married on March 4th, 1963. It was a civil service in a roadside chapel in Reno. She died 3 days later. Do you know how I can get a hold of him?
Call his office downtown. Gage Development Company. What are you going to say to him?
I'll just tell him about my mother's reunion and ask him about Marianne.
You'll be lucky to get through to him.
Why?
He's a big shot. Probably better off have your mother write him a letter. Unless, of course, you're interested yourself.
I'm just trying to help her out. Well, I feel privileged. A police escort right to my door.
I'm off duty.
So what does that make you?
Just an admirer.
I can't invite you in, Jeff. It's just not the right time in my life. I really do appreciate everything you've done for me, and I hope I haven't led you on.
No, it's just an occupational hazard. Guess I just look for leads where I'd most like to find them.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, sweet. But if it were the right time in your life...
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
See this from San Jose? 357 Magnum, same kind of stats.
And waiting for ballistics.
Why the hell are 15-year-olds getting guns like this?
Wish I knew.
Oh, your pretty friend was back, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Dan. Guess who she thinks Mary Ann Emerson was married to?
Who?
Mark Gage.
Mark Gage, the developer?
Yep.
Who is this girl, anyway?
That is what I'm going to find out.
Call me when you hear from ballistics.
Yeah. Inspector Albert's here. Look, I want to look into something in New York City.
Let me join you for the ride.
What the hell are you doing here?
We gotta talk.
I told you 30 years ago I never wanted to see your face again.
Yeah, well, you don't take my calls. I gotta show up. Her name's Lynn Matthews. She's from New York. She couldn't have been more than a kid in 1963, if she was even alive.
How much does she know?
She thinks Mary Ann was murdered and married to you. I didn't ask her how she knew. I didn't want to push anything. She says she's here doing research for her mother's class reunion. Maybe that's all it is. Just wanted you to be aware in case she comes knocking. Don't worry. If anything has to be done, I'll take care of it.
Yes, is Mr. Gage in, please? When do you expect him back? No, I'll just call him back then. Thank you. Goodbye. Morning.
I knew you from somewhere, don't I?
I don't think so.
No, I do, but it's not from around here. Please, go ahead.
I forgot something.
959 Filbert.
Pardon me?
You were coming out of my building on Filbert Street the other day.
You own that building?
Yeah. I'm Mark Gage.
Lynn Matthews.
What were you doing there? It was a closed site.
Well, I just happened to be walking by, and I liked the look of the building and wanted to see what the units were like.
You're in the business?
No, I'm just looking for a place.
They're not even finished yet.
I know. Actually, I was coming here to leave my name for when they are ready.
Well, we're on the 4th floor. You want to see Sherry?
Thank you.
Do you have a local number?
It's a hotel. I'm only in town for a few days.
Well, you might as well put it down, please. And we'll let you know as soon as they hit the markets.
Thank you.
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you.
Detective?
Yes, Lieutenant Corso, please.
One moment, sir.
Corso. Hello.
Excuse me. Yes, can I help you? Where are your books on right? Oh, right over there. See? Yes, over there? Next stack over. Okay, thank you very much.
I'm still in here. There's still someone in here. Hello, is somebody there?
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you, but we're closed.
You sure did.
They usually make an announcement if the PA's broken.
My things.
Wow, Max, you really cleaned your...
Hello?
Miss Matthews, Mark Gage.
Yes?
As I said before, we're not officially showing anything yet, but as I understand you're only here a few days, I thought you might like to go to the building. I'd be more than happy to meet you there if you're still interested.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Great. Are you free at 2 o'clock?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'll meet you there. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Clean.
What the hell is this?
38 special.
AK-47.
Uzi. Found a little cash in the Mission District.
This isn't a cache, it's an arsenal. Any of them match our dead kids?
Yeah, I got 2 357s. Already sent them to the lab.
All right, give the rest of this to Smiley. I want everything tagged, dusted, and sent to ballistics.
Timmy. Smiley's out with the flu.
Lock everything up till he gets back. You tell him it's priority 1. Oh, Alberts.
Yeah.
That girl from New York, what was her name again?
Lynn Matthews. Why?
Some woman's been calling me. Karen something. I thought it might have been her. What'd you find out about her? Anything?
I'm still waiting to hear.
Well, let me know when you do. I'd be curious. And watch out for yourself. It's usually the lookers that are loonies.
Ain't that the truth?
Hi.
Hi.
I brought along some artist renderings, but you're still going to have to use your imagination.
Well, actually, I prefer to see things this way.
Your application says you're a designer.
Yes.
And they need a stack of 10-foot conduit up on 6. Yeah, that.
How long have you owned this building?
My father bought it in the 50s. Why?
Just curious. Most of the time, you never know what you're looking for until you see it.
Yeah, places are kind of like people, aren't they?
How do you mean?
Well, each is entirely unique. You can't always say what strikes you about one. Like with you. The feeling that I know you. It's not your looks. It's something else. I'm certain we've met before.
Maybe I just remind you of someone.
Maybe.
Why don't we take a look in here?
Actually, I think I might like to be a little further along. Maybe down at the end of the hall.
Okay.
Something like this one.
not surprised.
You're right.
About what?
We have met before.
Where?
It was in New York. I was in that cab that almost ran you over.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. When I recognized you at your office yesterday, I didn't know what to think. Could it just be coincidence? Thank you.
Sure. Here. Lynn, have dinner with me.
I don't think so.
Come on. I'm having a few friends over, and I'd like to get better acquainted.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi. I thought you said that there was going to be others.
Oh, don't worry. I think they're going to be fashionably late. Champagne?
Sure. So do you live here all by yourself?
Just to help. What about you? You married?
No. Have you ever been?
Doesn't matter.
Telephone, sir?
Excuse me. Hello.
What's going on?
I'm having a few guests over.
I know. I'm in my car out front. You find out anything?
It's just a little get-together, business mostly.
How long is she gonna be there?
Around midnight.
Don't make it any earlier, all right?
Why?
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, no, thank you.
Just down that hall.
Yeah. I was there. Right. She's dressed in this fabulous gown, right?
Well, he says they could have just given out.
There was no sign of any tampering?
Oh, well, the way the fracture is, we'll never be able to tell. Why, do you think someone's trying to hurt you? Come on. Did you ever get that Nevada marriage certificate?
Yeah, it came yesterday.
Great. Can I get a copy?
Sure, what for?
Records, that's it. Tell your mother yet?
Yeah, she's fascinated. She wants to do some more research, find out what really happened.
You know, your mother's deceased, Lynn. She died with your father in a plane crash in 1986. So I did a little research of my own. Now, what you want with Mary Ann Emerson is your own business. You don't have to lie to me.
When we say goodbye,
I was 23 years, 4 months, and 11 days old. That's exactly the same age that Mary Ann Emerson would have been when her parents were killed somehow. I just saw their headstones. Mary Ann died on March 7th, 1963. On March 7th of this year, I started having dreams. They came over and over, more vivid than any dreams I'd ever had before. I drew a building that was in one of them. I didn't even know that it existed until I saw it here in San Francisco. Now, I've never been here before in my life. I also drew pictures of Mary Ann. They're exactly the same as the photos that you gave me.
What are you trying to say?
When the dreams wouldn't stop, I went to a psychiatrist. He put me under hypnosis, and he told me that the dreams weren't dreams at all, that they were memories. That I'd had a past life regression, and in that former life, I was Mary Ann Emerson. I knew that she was married because in the elevator shaft, I saw the wedding ring on on her finger.
You said she was murdered.
She was pushed.
By who?
I don't know. I haven't seen it clearly. But I'm pretty sure that it was Mark Gage.
How?
Jeff, I didn't believe in an afterlife or reincarnation or anything like that until now. I know you probably think that I'm crazy, but I could never have known about Mary Ann. You've got to believe me.
Have you met Gage?
Yeah, I've been spending some time with him. Just trying to feel him out. They say that people who are closely related in a past life come together in another.
I'm sure, especially when they seek each other out.
I didn't seek him out. The day that the dream started, I was in a taxi that almost ran him over in New York City. I didn't know it was him until I saw him here. Somehow I think that's how this whole thing got started.
Does Gage know any of this?
I don't think so. But last night I was at his house and he caught me going through his briefcase.
So you think he had something done to your car?
I don't know.
No, leave me alone.
In the dream, you saw it was Mark Gage?
Mary Ann said his name.
Well, I found out a couple of things, too. What you said yesterday got me thinking. So, I spent a couple of hours at the coroner's office going through dusty old boxes. Now, this is the coroner's handwritten report, March 13th, 1963.
What's in it?
Stuff that certainly wasn't in ours. There. Faint tan line and pressure imprint on the left fourth finger would indicate the recent removal of a ring approximately 3 millimeters wide. You all right? What else you know?
What do you mean?
Is there something you haven't told me?
I don't think so, no.
Lynn, this says that Marianne was pregnant. Did you know that? You all right?
Yeah. No, we requisitioned this stuff 3 weeks ago. Come on.
Hey, Dan?
Steve, can I get back to you in a minute? Yeah, thanks.
Why didn't you tell us that Marianne was pregnant? You must have known.
Yeah, I knew. You two probably weren't even born then. Well, I gotta tell you, back in '63, things were different. It was more innocent, especially if you were a good Catholic girl like Marianne Emerson. Yeah, I knew she was pregnant. And I kept it out of my report. Look, it's not something I'm proud of. But you would have done the same thing if you'd have seen the look on her parents' faces when I mentioned the word suicide. I just didn't want to cause any more pain by telling them that their daughter was pregnant. So one time I didn't go by the book.
And what about the ring?
We looked backwards and forwards to try to find some kind of guy in her life. Her parents said she didn't even know what a boyfriend was. We figured it was a one-night stand. That's probably why she jumped.
How powerful a man was Carter Gage in those days?
Carter? Very.
You knew him?
Well, not really. I did some off-duty work for him a couple of times. Me and some of the guys covered black tie events, that kind of thing.
Did you know that he owned Marianne's building?
You're really serious about this Mark Gage stuff, huh?
This is a copy of the marriage certificate for Marianne and Mark. I've spent a lot of time at the library reading everything I can on Mark Gage. His life changed dramatically after Marianne died. He was being groomed for politics. He quit a prime job on a senator's staff and disappeared for 2 years. When he came back, he settled for a job with his father.
Good work.
We can reopen the case, right?
There's no statute of limitations on murder.
Okay. I think I'll pay Mr. Gage a little visit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look, this is your baby if you want it. But first things first. This has waited 30 years. It can wait a little while longer. Right now, you're sweeping the Mission District with Hardwick. I want to know where those guns are coming from.
Okay. Look, why don't you go back to the hotel and rest, all right? I'll call you later.
How about dinner?
Okay. I'll buy.
All right.
This is about more than her mother's class reunion, isn't it?
You really want to know?
Hey, Nels.
Hey, Lieutenant.
Smiley's still out, huh?
Tell me about it.
Phoning your office. You say you haven't been in. Thought you might have been avoiding me.
I've been busy.
Expected you to call after your little party.
It ran late.
What'd you find out about her?
Not very much.
Yeah, I bet she found out more about you.
How do you mean?
Well, you can learn an awful lot from someone if he lets you into his house.
find out who she is?
She thinks she's the reincarnation of Marianne Emerson. She's been having dreams about you and Marianne. Some of the things she says no one else could know.
Where'd you learn all this?
She's getting friendly with one of my detectives. It's been useful, but now she's got him curious. He wants to reopen the case. I really can't stop him. Remember, we're in this together.
Not by choice.
You are such a coward. You couldn't stand up to your old man either, and he had big plans for you. Congressman, senator, the works.
This conversation's over.
No, it isn't.
What do you want?
Now, what do you want? You want to throw more parties for her? Fall in love with her all over again? Look, she is here to bring you down, pal. Whoever she is. Open your eyes. Stop living in the past. We have to kill her again. I'll see you in apartment 404, 9 p.m. Leave the front entrance open. She thinks she's Marianne? She's gonna die like Marianne.
This is Soft Scrub's new deep clean foam when we say goodbye.
Hello?
Lynn, it's Dan Corso. I'm glad you're in.
Well, actually, I was waiting for Jeff. He's supposed to meet me here at 9.
I know. He asked me to give you a call. He's over at Marianne Emerson's old apartment. He says he has proof that Mark Gage murdered her. He wants us to meet him there. Can I pick you up outside in a couple of minutes?
I'll be right down. Hi.
Hi. You know, Jeff told me how you came on to all this.
You don't believe it, do you?
Honestly. You know, if this all pans out, you'll make the headlines.
Again.
Yeah. Jeff? We're here. You must be upstairs in the apartment. Watch your step. What?
I thought I heard voices.
It's probably him. Jeff?
You're not announcing anything to anyone. I'm married. You hear me? She's my wife. Your father's not going to let you ruin your career. She's trash. Get out. Get out of here. I never want to see your face again.
Jeff. So this is the place, huh?
You heard him. He tried to buy me off. Our marriage, it's
It's not gonna work. I knew it.
Don't you ever say that!
It's true. It's true.
Don't worry. I'll talk to my father.
No, you won't. You'll never stand up to him.
You all right? Maybe he's down by the elevator.
Jeff?
What are you doing?
I'm going to show you what we think really happened. What's the matter?
I'm just a little dizzy.
You'll be fine. Come on.
Let her go.
Mark? Where's Jeff?
It's me you're meeting here. I'm not letting it happen again.
What are you talking about?
Give it up, Gage. We know you killed Mary.
Back away, Dan.
What are you gonna do? Kill her again?
It's not true, Lynn. My father sent him to buy off Marianne to get her out of my life. She refused, threatened to go to the police. Dan panicked and killed her. I kept quiet in order to protect my father.
He's lying through his teeth, Lynn.
He's setting you up, Lynn. He brought you here to make it look like a suicide, just like Marianne.
Not gonna let you do it!
Mark? Mark?
What?
I love to marry you.
I know.
I love you.
I got it. Hey, you okay? You okay? All right, come on. Come on. It's all right. It's all right. Come on, I got you.